What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Formers Friday, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers' masterpiece, the one and only Optimus Prime. And let's get right onto it. You've got Optimus Prime in his packaging here. You can see all his accessories. You can see all different kind of modes right there. You can see the die-cast Matrix of Leadership. This was a Toys R Us exclusive back in December of 2012. It might have come out a little bit before that. I'm not entirely too sure, but that was about the time that I had picked up this guy here. Now, if you come along the side of the packaging here, you can see Optimus Prime. Nice little piece of artwork right there. Come on down. We can see Autobot symbol, trailer converts to battle station, Autobot roller included, Matrix of Leadership fits in chest, and snap-on Energon Axe. Come over to this side, another, image of him right up here. Sorry you couldn't see that. And then come down there, and there's all his nice stats and stuff. Now, the back of the packaging here, we got a ton of things to cover. As in, you can see him holding the Matrix right there with his chest open, him in the trailer there getting fixed up, or whatever you want to call that. You can see the semi-truck mode there with Spike. He can fit in the little window there. It says trailer converts to battle station, Autobot roller included, Matrix of Leadership fits in chest, comes with a snap-on Energon Axe, Spike Witwicky minifigure included, and ion cannon storage. It says his name up there, Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and it says for millions of years, noble Optimus Prime has led the Autobots in their war against the tyranny of Megatron and his evil Decepticons. His unwavering courage in the face of centuries of desperate battle is an inspiration to his comrades. He's an unstoppable warrior and flawless leader, pushing ahead through the darkest times in the history of Cybertron and remaining unbowed, unbroken, and always committed to victory. Awesome read up and so true to the leader of the Autobots. But let's open him up, guys, and see what he's all about. Now, before we take a look at Optimus Prime himself, we're going to take a look at his trailer here. As you can see, it comes with a little roller here. And pretty much he just stores inside the back of the trailer once we actually put it into the trailer. And what it does is just opens up here, flip this piece over, flip this section out right here, pop this up, and now you have a new hitch to tow the trailer around, which is pretty cool. And Spike himself can fit in there, which I might as well just show you real quick. So you can take Spike here out, fold his legs down. Why isn't this working? There we go. Just have him sitting there like so, and now he can roll around and such, and fall completely in there. I don't know how that happened. Pull him back out, and now he can also sit right back up in this little cockpit up here. Do that, and you can close that like so. And for right now, I'm just going to flip this back in here, and close this up like so, and put roller off to the side. Now, over here we have some other compartments where you can store his weapons. Now, as far as I know, the Energon Axe here can only be stored here. And for some reason, this comes apart very, very easily. I don't exactly know why this happens. I mean, it's just not too secure in here. They could have glued that or something. But you can see it's molded to fit his hand, just like the original MP10. Now, it's very nice looking. I do like it. There's some things you can get with repo labels to fill this up, as well as a lot of this in here, which I'll get into in a minute, but still very nice. Now, there is little slots in here. You probably can't see this because it's kind of getting dark. Yeah, can't see that at all. But there's little slots in here. You can see there's a spot for each one of these spikes on here. And you just simply take it and just sit it right in here like so. Well, if I can get it, because now it doesn't seem to want to. And there's little engroovements in there that'll hold it in place. And then right here, you can just sit this in like so, and that'll stay very nice like that. Now over here we have his gun, which doesn't really lock in there too well. I do love the look of this. Absolutely cool looking. But you just simply flip this over, push it back, and when you push it back, the handle will go up, as well as the rest of the barrel. And then this section has to be pushed in. Just make sure you're not pushing this little gray bit here, because that's how you release it and it shoots out. And then it'll stay like this, and you can store it in his back, which I'll get to when we start looking at Optimus. But you can just press that, and then it all pops out. And with the handle facing you, you can just sit that in like so. And that's how his weapons are now stored within the trailer. Now, as for these little bits over here, I mean, he's not going to be sitting sideways. This is going to be more of the vehicle mode portion of this whole, I guess, base you want to call this being open. But right here, you flip these up, and there's little seats in there. Same thing over here. Let me get this part of his axe out. There's a little bit in here. You flip this up, and now there's another seat right in there, which is very, very cool. I like that a lot. Very nice additions added onto this trailer. You can see a lot of work was really put into this when it was originally made. Now up here, we have this little thing, which can rotate completely around 360. It can go up, it can go completely down. You have this little thing here. This can come in and rotate all around. It can bend there, bend back. Same thing here, but it's got two of them, so that portion can move, and then it can move right there as well. So, pretty cool. Oh, the claw can open up as well. I guess if you want to, yeah, it's a claw. And then you can ratchet that all the way up, as you can see. I'll just move the camera a little bit for you guys. And that can extend all the way up here and turn all around and such, which is very cool. I like how this is just such an interactive figure here. I mean, obviously it's a masterpiece, but if I was a kid and I picked this up, this is just absolutely interactive, very cool looking. Now, like I said, that can all move all about and such. And now with Optimus, you're supposed to be able to take him, and I guess we could straighten out his arms. Let me fix the camera view real quick again. Pop that down there. And then, from what I'm seeing from the box and other images and such, you can lift this up and have him in here like it's some kind of station. And you can have Spike coming down here. And, you know, I guess fixing him and doing whatever you want to imagine that he is doing. This is kind of loose right here, though, as you can see. And that can rotate as well here, 360 degrees. That's a little loose, but that really don't bother me because when he's sitting straight up, it's completely fine. Now, with this right here, you know, you're not going to get much motion out of it and near him unless this is completely facing down. And then you can, I guess, act like it's repairing him, so to speak. Now, for the trailer, let's get Optimus out of here. Close this up. Now, for the trailer, I'm going to, let's set this all up right. What you want to do is bring this down, and you can sit this like so. But if you go under here, you can see these, well, you can't see them, but these rotate out. And when you extend them, this extends downward, which will give you a nice platform for this to stand on. So you can do it like that, bring this down, that like so, if you want those laying down. I think it just adds a little bit more to the look. And now you have this little base now for when he's in his vehicle mode. Now when it's like this, what you could do is, you want to put this up like so. And there's little bits right here you can see are kind of engraved out. They're really stiff, and I almost feel like I'm going to break them sometimes. But there's one on each side. And when you fold those completely in and downward against the body, why can't I do it on this side? Oh, his gun's in the way. I guess that's why this gap is there. There we go. Now that's completely down. You bring this up, and you can close that. And now you can have Spike and his little thing here kind of hanging out the top there and I guess doing whatever. That's pretty cool. So that's an option for you as well. I love how that's implemented. But now you can just open this back up, which is actually kind of harder than it seems. And see, that's what I don't understand about this. The gun is now fallen. That's where you're supposed to store it. But I guess that's only for when it's in the stand-up mode. Otherwise, it'll be stored in Optimus's back. But to fix this all up, I'll take Spike out of here, just so that when we show Optimus off, we have that all set and ready. Put this down, fold this all up, that can fold straight back, put that down, put that like so, rotate it, and there's that. Now I'll take his gun out, close this all up. Oh, forgot one step. You got to go in here and flip these tabs back out. It'll still close, but you're just going to have a hole in the top of the trailer now. But now, just close this all back up. And there's that. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you. Here's those seats I was telling you about. You just flip that up, and you can put Spike right in there, and he can pretend to be doing whatever you want to be doing. Same thing with this one over here. Just slot him right in there like so. And he just sits right in. Very cool. Now you come right along back here, and you can take Roller and I mean, obviously there's going to be some friction, but you can just slide them right in there. Take this, slide that right in, close this up, and there's that. And there's the trailer all closed up. Now over here with these again, you can just slide these in, and like I said, you'll see this get pushed up when you slide it. Just like so. Very cool. Now to give that real complete trailer look, there's little things under here. Yeah, you're just going to flip that one out, come under here, do the same exact thing. And now you have a real kind of looking trailer stance right there. Either way really works for me. Now, besides his trailer, let's get on to Optimus Prime himself. And we could fold up his gun here. Push this all in. And then we could take it, come onto the back of him, open this up, drop that right in there, and close it. And now we have perfect storage for Optimus Prime's weapon. Now this Optimus Prime is gotta be not only my favorite Optimus Prime, but definitely my favorite Transformer. This is honestly and truly the exact description, and that is a masterpiece. He is just absolutely cool looking. I love all the detail all over the body and the head. And as you can see, very awesome detailing all around. His articulation, his head can go up and down, like so. Now, it's on a little, I guess you want to call that a plate there. So it can go a little bit further back because of that, but that's because of transformation. You can rotate 360 degrees. These little things can move, I guess if you want them like that. Over here on his arms, you can go 360 all the way around. If you pull him out like that, he can go up and down. Right above the elbow, he could swivel 360, bend at the elbow up. His fist can articulate completely around 360. You can open up his entire hand here, and these will just claw like that. But his fingers, the index one, is articulated right at the knuckle there and at the hand. So that's pretty awesome. I really do enjoy that. 360 at the waist here. Very cool looking. Over here at the legs, ratchet forward, ratchet back, out and in, all around. He can swivel right there below the ball joint, ratchet at the knee, ratchet forward at the knee, bring that back down, and here at the leg, he can swing out like that. And because of transformation, you can close up this foot and manage it as much as you like. So really, really nice articulation in this masterpiece figure, as it's well expected. Now you can take his Energon Axe here, and we can just slot that right in like so. And that can go in either one of his hands. Now you can rotate it around and then rotate the axe so that you really don't have that visible thumb there, because you see there's this little opening right here to where his thumb's supposed to slot. So you can rotate that around so you don't really see it, and just plug this in. Man, I want to glue that in there because that keeps falling out. But you can come over here, open up his back like I said before, take out his gun, close that up, take this, press the button, it'll deploy. And just like MP12 Sideswipe, you can take these little slots over here, and there's engravements in his hand. So what you're going to want to do is just take it and just slot it into either one of those because it's on both his hands. And you can close that. And now he's got his finger out, kind of like there's a trigger. And now we have Optimus here with his gun, which is just such an iconic look right here. I absolutely love it. This is just really symbolizing so much of my childhood. I remember having this as a toy, the original toy, and just seeing this brought out into such a new level here, it just really got me beside myself. Now for size comparison, we have Optimus Prime, and like I just mentioned before, MP12 Sideswipe, or Lambor, as Takara has called him. Very, very nice scaling here. Now, if we take off his weapons, which will just very simply pop off, take that off, get on to the main course, which is going to be popping this open, like so, flip that up, and there's a little black piece in here. If you get your nail in there, it's kind of tough to do, but you flip that up, and then we have the die-cast piece of the Matrix of Leadership, which is very awesome. You get in there, which is still kind of hard, especially when you don't have nails at the moment because you just cut them like a retard before reviewing. But why isn't this coming out for me? Alright, well I actually had to use a piece of the Energon Axe to get this out. But there you go. Very cool looking. Look at that color and how that's coming through. And this is got some mass to it. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty heavy. It's very, very nice looking. And, oh, I still have his hand rotated around. You could take this, put this in one finger, and I guess you can have him hold it like that, or the more iconic way, holding it above his head. And you want to take it so these little pieces in here that are gapped out are facing upward, and you just push it in. Once you do that, close this up, close up the windshield, and he's all set. Now transformation goes as follows. You want to go over here, and these arms do extend out. That's due to transformation, but I guess you could count that as a port of articulation as well. But what you're going to want to do is come under here, and there's going to be a little section. You want to flip out like so, close up his fist, and you want to rotate him. Just like that, and close that up. Now you can take this, arc it, and push that up like so. Come over here and do the same thing. You want to close the fist up, untab it right down here below. Flip this around, close that section up, bend the elbow, and push it up. Now that's done. Now, with the rest of the legs here, you want to come over here, and you can get these out of your way. You can flip these around, inward like that. Flip that completely around. Close the feet up. Do the same thing over here. Take that. Flip this around to reveal his rubber wheels. Close the feet up. Flip this panel inward. Close this. And make sure these legs are completely straightened out and even with each other. Because the next step is you're going to have to rotate this. And now, with these all like so, press these little gray pieces in here and slot it up like this. And you can tab this all in together. And these right here, these feet will slide as well. So you want to slide them inward so they tab in together. Now over here, you can open up this chest section. Lift that up. Lift this black section up. Then you want to come under here and just pull this up or back at the same time. And you can see you want to lay it like this. And then put it down like so. So now his chest is facing forward and it's separated from this original abdomen piece, which is the false grill, so to speak. Next, what you want to do, since you've opened that all up now, you want to rotate these down. And when you rotate these down, there's little panels that are up against the section here that he was storing his gun in. So you bring those panels down, and now you can see it revealed the wheels. Rotate those around, but you want to pull this out first, as well as his headlights. Rotate that. Do the same over here. Pull that out, rotate this, bring this whole section down. That was in his chest where the matrix was being stored. So now you bring that down, make sure it's all nice and flat and straight down. Take his arms, put that back, rotate this in, just like so. Do the same over here, slot this back here, rotate this in. Then you take his head, rotate that in. Just like that. Close this up, bring this up. You could pop this right in here. Slot this right in here, that'll tab into that section. Same thing over here. Pop this over. Just like that. And once you've done that, you come over here and you can flip these side view mirrors out. You can come over here and push these down. And then over here, these will tab in at the waist here. And once you tab those in, you tab in the rest of the leg sections here. Clip that together. And that's pretty much it. You now have Optimus Prime in the truck mode. Now it's sad to say it, but I do have some issues with this mode here. And that being these smokestacks back here. This one doesn't want to go down as far as that one. It might not be coming off on camera as much, but one of them is shorter than the other and doesn't go down as well as the other. Push that one, push that one. This one goes down a little bit more than the other one, so it's shorter. So I either have to match them up or I just leave them completely up like so, which really doesn't bother me because they're still there and it's not really too noticeable. Another one of my issues is over here, these tabs I told you about. When I tab these in and I push them, it separates the legs. Now when I put the legs together, it separates those out of the tabs. And they don't want to stay together, as well as the feet don't want to stay tabbed in together. So that's really something like this is fine now like this. But now I'm not going to have those smokestacks in. And it's just something that's gonna bother me just because I could personally see it. And I know that it's happening. But as far as the look of it, this thing is awesome looking. Now, he does have the one Autobot symbol, as to where on this side he doesn't have it. Now, people said they like having it on this side. I do too, but it's really just personal preference. I prefer just one on there, because I even rewatched the original G1 series again in the first couple episodes, and it was kind of like a mixed match with the cartoon. It would be when he was in his truck mode sometimes, he would have two of them. When he was in his robot mode, he only had one or sometimes two. It depended on how they drew it, but it was always back and forth. So to me personally, I kind of just like it with the one. Though I don't mind it with two Autobot symbols if you could put it on there with the repro labels, which you can, by the way. Now, over here, it's just the basic iconic look, and I absolutely love it. Now, if you didn't store the gun in there already, you're kind of screwed. You're going to have to do some retransforming to get him back. And then under here, you can see where all the other grill was, the panels that were hiding his wheels. This thing is so well put together, it is beyond my imagination that it's even possible. And people wonder why I sit with figures like the Beast Hunter line figures, or even the R.I.D. line from Transformers Prime, and they're like, well, it's a toy, what do you want, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, you know what, to get something as accurate looking and nice as this, obviously this is a much higher price figure. Those figures are sold at a much lower price because of their quality of plastic, and they're not as intricate as this, but still, you know you can get a great figure when it comes to a masterpiece line. So when I see flaws in other deluxes and voyagers and such like that, and people complain about it, I kind of find it ridiculous, because you see what kind of great figures we can get now. Now, two other minor nitpicks I have is that this doesn't properly line up perfect together. This part goes up a little bit more than this one, and this is not based on Hasbro at all, or even Takara for that matter. But there's some chipping of paint here, which is kind of annoying. That's just due to how it was packaged. But still, great figure. But now, bringing in his trailer, you can see there's two slots right in here. It's not just a hole anymore, a little peg going in. It's a little slot there. So putting it perfectly on isn't going to be as easy as usual. But you got two of them right here. Let's see if I can turn this upside down. Here you go. Right there. And that's how it's going to rotate to go on angles and such. So you want to get this perfectly straight, and what you're literally going to have to do is hold it up and just slot it right in there. It can be a pain, I'm not going to lie. Especially with mine, since it doesn't want to close completely and stay tabbed in. And now that that's tabbed in together, we have the iconic G1 looking, well, not looking, because it actually is Optimus Prime. Now this is exactly how I'll store him on my shelf, because this is just such a beautiful look right here. Like I said before, this just brings me back to my childhood and the original toy and everything. Now here's the MP12 Sideswipe here. Very nice scaling. Again, robot modes are great, and now even the vehicles are better. Even without the trailer, this thing is still in great scale with just the truck alone. And just like it shows on Lambor's packaging, now you just open this up like so. Take the tray out, or the ramp, and that can go up. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Reach in here and get Roller out, roll him on out, and either way you want to put him, you could put Sideswipe in like so. Very cool. I love that aspect. Now obviously it's going to be a little uneven, and there's nothing you can really do about that. I just love how they added that in. And then also, we'll get a Sideswipe out of here. Take Roller again, like I showed you at the beginning of the review, and you could flip this over, close that up. You can unhook Optimus from the trailer, and we could put Roller right on here, and there you go. And he could roll the trailer anywhere you want. Very cool looking. And then we just flip this back like so, pull that over, and now we have Roller back in his little roller mode. And then you come over here and just open this right up, and then here's where we take Optimus Prime once again. And we can, I guess, use this system over here to go and repair Optimus Prime here when he's in the truck mode. But love this whole system right here. I love all the detailing in here. You can fix that up and really bring it out with repro labels. But still, I don't even know if I'm even going to bother doing it, because I just love everything about this figure here. And of course, you could take Roller and store him alongside here if you wanted to. as well as Sideswipe if you wanted to have him just sitting like that. These aren't ramps. I just put those down, just kind of fills everything in, you know. But yeah, that's Optimus Prime inside his trailer now. And one last thing I wanted to show off to you guys real quick. You could swing this one or that one open. And if you look in here, there's little tiny holes right in here. You can take good old Spike and you could set him right in there. Now, it's more iconic to put him in here because Optimus Prime does the driving, obviously. But you can close that up and store him right in there. And that's very cool. And then also over here, very nice detailing on these taillights here. That is just phenomenal. It looks like legit taillights, like they could actually light up. I wonder if there is a battery pack in here, because that would be kind of cool. I don't think there actually is. But yeah, he's got the rubber wheels. He's got a fake plastic wheel here. Just excellent detailing all around this figure, guys. I can't recommend or compliment this figure any more than I already have. Now, do I think you should pick up Masterpiece Optimus Prime? Absolutely. When he was originally released, he was $120 in my Toys R Us, and then he jumped to $130 around Christmas season, which caused scalper prices to go up on eBay and such, and other websites. You can find them on Big Bad Toy Store or TF Source, or you guys know all the Transformer, websites in your community. But he's really a great, great figure. I mean, if you're a Transformer fan, this is one you gotta have in your collection. And I don't know why you would ever look the other way at this figure. Okay, he's expensive, but for what you're getting so many different things. That the full trailer, different implementations and hitches, the rubber wheels, the die-cast matrix of leadership, all different ways to, even the transformation is so intricate and amazing. It is honestly such a nice way of just bringing my childhood back. This is definitely a one you guys have to pick up the second that you see him. Now, like I said, I got him in my Toys R Us. Well, actually, I didn't. I bought one from Toys R Us and then sold it because I got this one for my fiancée for Christmas. And yes, it has taken me that long to finally get to review this guy. I've just been so sidetracked with so many other friggin' things, I haven't had time to get to anything. But yes, this Formers Friday, I'm telling you to go pick up Masterpiece Optimus Prime if you haven't already. And once again, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you liked the video, hit that like button, comment down below, let me know what you think of the Transformers Masterpiece Optimus Prime. And once again, this is Mr. TF Prime, and I want to thank you for watching.